Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. I hope all is well. I'm going to first say that this is going to be my second time doing this topic. The day before yesterday, it didn't upload. I think I said that yesterday. So yeah, it's about suggestive spells. So no alien talk or no periodic table talk this evening, but we are going to go over something that is very important. Now, under the umbrella of witchcraft, there are several different types of witchcraft, right? So you have word magic. Word magic is something where you can use words in particular to curse people. So there are different ones, right? So you can curse people like motherfucker, shit, bitch, all that, right? And then you can lie on people. You can say things that have nothing to do with them and everything to do with you. That's projection, right? But we're using words to do that. That is witchcraft. There are tons. Okay, I'm just trying to give you an idea of how this thing is categorized. But suggestive spells are words that are used to make suggestions. Okay, now I'll give you an example. Let's say you are someone who is a vegan, right? And then someone says, I would love to have some pork chops smothered in gravy right now. Okay? Usually with these suggestive spells, what's happening is words are being used, right? And the key sign is to make sure that the suggestions make it into your ear gates, okay? They're making sure that you hear. See, there's a difference between someone cursing you or someone projecting on you or someone lying on you, right? With the suggestive spells, there is an assurance that the words or whatever is being suggested is making its way into your ear gates, okay? Now, this is usually done with the intention to stop someone dead in their tracks, like at the moment, to divert whatever decisions it is that you've made, whatever it is that you are planning to do, right? This is an attempt to distract you from whatever that may be. This isn't usually a spell that is used to, affect the future, even though it can. And I'll give you an example. So let's just say someone has been sober for the past 3 years and they get someone suggesting that they relapse, that they do something that will lead to a relapse, rather. Okay? Now, this is where all of this ties together. If you are a spiritual person, if you are deciding to change your life, if you are in any way connected to the Creator and doing what it is that the Creator wants you to do, or if you're just being obedient, you get stalkers in the spirit as well as in the physical. Some people go as far as planting cameras in your home or at your job, or if you're a targeted individual, then you already know, right? You get stalked. People at your job, people that you live in the community with, basically anyone that you come across with will be used to assist in this spying or just basically not adhering to your privacy, okay? These sometimes are entities that are strong enough to take human form, right? They have the ability to take physical form and they stalk. Some of these spirits and entities were assigned to you. Some of them, they latch on to you because they can see how powerful or blessed you are from an environment that you've been in, or sometimes they trickle down through the bloodline. Okay, we've talked about that. They stalk you in the spirit as well. Okay, so this is how they even know, you're trying to change your diet, or you have plans to do something. Sometimes they like even stalk your IP address. They stalk your phone. They know what you're Googling. They know who you're texting. All of this. And I'm going to speak from my own personal experience. I have experienced this. So it's not like I'm just making this up. I have personal experience. And then when you go out into the spiritual community, you meet other people that have these same experiences. I mean, people who really experience this, they know what I'm saying. They know what this is about. If you are one of the people who are assisting, or if you're one of the spirits or entities, then you also know what this is about, okay? So this is not just coming from anywhere. Now, these suggestive spells, the example or analogy that I would like to use could be like a pebble, okay? You know how sometimes people throw pebbles at like water and it could make a really big splash or wave, right? That is one of the things that we need to be careful of, because even though the rock itself is small, if thrown correctly and thrown in the right spot, then it can cause a ripple effect, right? So you have to make sure. I mean, and we've talked about protecting our portals, our ears and our eyes and our nose and our mouths. We talked about that over the course of time, and how it's really important because these are portals. These are entry points and exit points on your body where energy, information, frequencies can be, coming in and out. So you have to make sure that you are protecting yourself. You are praying. Now, with these suggestive spells, the words that are used to either curse you, entrap you, get your attention, to trick you, whatever it may be, you have to understand that when people are set out to take something from you, they go about it in really sneaky ways. So the big deal here, and this is like part of like that ripple effect that I was talking about, when you get attacked this kind of way, you have to understand that this is a spiritual, psychic attack. Okay, this is a psychic attack. And what happens in most of these types of cases is the energy that you were going to use to do whatever. So let's just say you had the intentions on walking to the store or exercising, right? Let's just say whatever. It doesn't matter. You have plans or intentions on doing something, and then these suggestions come through, and you, for whatever reason, allow yourself to be, overthrown by the suggestions. The energy that you were now about to use to do that thing is now taken. Because remember, the Creator gives us energy for every thought, every idea. Everything is connected to a different cord, okay? So all these neurons and different cells that we have, it is a concoction of our ancestors and fiber optics connected to things outside of our bodies. They're like little internal antennas, okay? So when you go out and about into the ethers, into the universe, whatever, when you set out to make these decisions, you have to understand that it requires energy. And if you don't use that energy for what it is you were intending on, it can be stolen, right? And this is why we talk about protecting energy, because this would be you misusing your own energy. Now, of course, if you're not aware of, what's been done and the attack and the distraction, and you can be forgiven, right? There's this idea that you are having a battle of the wills being challenged. And it is possible for your desires to be challenged. This is where, we talk about the enemy and all of that. This is where that comes in. Your will is attached to the word of the Creator. Now, of course, we have our own wills, and then the Creator has a will for us. There is a point where the two connect. But I mean, in terms of you having intentions to set out and do something, that is your will, whether it comes from the Creator or not. So when you allow yourself to become distracted or deterred, or you deviate, this is a curse. This is a spell. This is magic. And it may seem harmless, right? Even if you have intentions on doing something, and then, like, say if you're a cab driver, or it doesn't matter, you're in a space and you're like, oh, okay, I'm about to make a left turn. And then someone just comes out of the blue and they're like, well, if you make a right turn, then you could do X, Y, and Z. Of course, intentions are important as always. It's not always the case that, you're being attacked, like under psychic attack. Sometimes it could be the Creator using, people to alert you and remove you from certain things. But all in all, the gist here of this conversation is to understand that anytime you have something opposing you, going against your very thoughts, your ideas, your stance, your intuition, whatever it is that you're plugged into, the suggestion to get you to deviate from that or change that or alter that in any kind of way, if it's done with ill intentions, if it's not something that the Creator is willing, if He didn't will it into your life, yeah, babe, you're being attacked, and it is a suggestive spell. It is a way to get you to change up and get your energy stolen from people who are spiritually gifted, right? These are 9 times out of 10 people who have spiritual gifts, but they use them for the wrong things. Of course, it can be done with ill intentions, but the Creator can allow, right, your experiences to have something come out of that. So it's always about the will. It's always about what the Creator wants for you. It's always about the actual factual intentions behind it. It doesn't have to always be a spell, but if you can ask the Creator if something is done with the intentions to bind you, you need to talk to the Creator about that, okay? You need to make sure that you are indeed, following something that He wants you to follow, and you're not being willed into something that has nothing to do with Him. It's very, very, very important that you understand that you are going in a direction that the Creator wants you to go, and not the other way around, okay? But this is something that we had to get out there. So just be careful of the things that people say. Even if it's really subtle and it doesn't seem harmful, you never really know what intentions people have behind the scenes. And you just want to protect yourself. Make sure the things that you were taking in is healthy to your spirit. All right? But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I hope y'all are ready for this weekend. I hope y'all are going to stay out of trouble. And I hope y'all are drinking your water, eating your fruit and vegetables, and sipping on your own tea because it is free. All right? I love y'all.